Had some humidifiers sitting in here for the last few days. So besides these strings being very dead, the neck has got quite a curve in it, and the action is super, 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 super high. Happy, 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 happy when this gets less bouncy, 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 bouncy. Hey folks, welcome back to In the Studio With. Today we have a Garrison G10, and the strings are so high off the fretboard, it's not playable. So let's take her downstairs and grind some chunks out of her or something. Get out the hammers, band-aids, and duct tape. And this one is an Allen key. Well, we've taken it from absolutely not playable to playable. Not terribly, wonderfully playable, but playable. The type of work that this guitar needs is way above my pay grade, and I know that the owner does not want to put any money into this. This is something that sits in the corner, no doubt, as a memento of his mother, and that's what it will do. It'll just sit and look pretty. I'd say the strings are about a decade old, if not 2 decades, and feel free to correct me in the comments, I know you will. Garrison was a company out of Newfoundland that kind of went in the direction of Ovation and fooling with composites and plastics and stuff in combination with wood, that from all that I've been able to gather over the years, didn't really work out that great. Eventually they were bought out by Gibson and the whole thing was dissolved, and Garrison faded into nothingness. But it was created by a Newfoundlander, Mr. Griffith, I think his name was, and that was in Newfoundland, Canada, or as we say here in Canada, the Rock. In the States, the Rock is like a overbuilt muscular actor. In Canada, it's that big chunk of land off the coast there. I've talked to a few guitar techs, and none of them were big fans of these. In their opinion, Ovation was the only person to really get it close to being right, the whole composite versus wood thing. And of course the reason I learned about Garrison years ago was because Alex Lifeson was playing one for a while. I think his was a 12 string if I remember right. He was using it on stage for a while, and I thought, Garrison, what's that? And then of course you find out it's a Canadian guitar, much like when he was playing the signature guitars, or the signature Aurora, I believe was his main guitar there for a while. funny thing about the Aurora. It was such a unique looking guitar, so cool looking, but even Alex said he didn't like the way it felt. It wasn't a well crafted guitar, but he loved the sound that it made for that era. And even after that, when he was playing Strats, he was taking the pickups out of his signature guitars and putting them in his Strats because he loved the sound. But he got back to the feel that he was more comfortable with in that stage, the Fender Strat, or what it was called, the Hector Sportscaster, or something that they made up instead of putting Fender on them. And whatever that was, it was based on the name of his producer at the time. I think Peter Hendrickson or Henderson. I really should do some research before I do these things. Like, the neck is still got a little bit of relief in it, but even if I was to take that much out, she's still sitting too high, way too high. There's more work that needs to be done in there, and that's just more than I'm going to get into. But having said that, it's a pretty guitar. It's an interesting, unique headstock. It's, all around it was, nice guitar. This one does not have a pickup system in it. Let's see here. It just needs a lot better guitar tech than me to take this to the next level of playing. Yep, so nice guitars. It's got some neat little scrolling here around the sound hole. The plastic was never taken off the pickguard. It's still on there. Really nice wood. It's a satin finish, and it's just barely a satin finish. Like, there's almost nothing on this wood, which no doubt contributes to its great sound. So if you own a Garrison guitar, I bet you like it, as long as the neck is good on it and the setup is okay. Because this one, I don't imagine the G10 is a terribly high-end one. I could be wrong, but it sounds great. I just wish the setup was better on it. It's got a relatively wide feeling neck. It's got a bit of thickness to it. Anyway, that's a quick look at and my 2 cents on this Garrison G10. Like I say, people that love them, love them. People that don't, don't. Not a whole lot of in-between ground on these ones. It's sort of like, are you a Rush fan? People either come back, yes! Or they'll be like, get out of my car. Anyway, hope you're doing good. Hope you're staying safe. Take care. We'll see you again soon. Oh yeah, and do the like and the subscribe and ding the bell and blow the whistle and do all the stuff that, down below there if you can. That'd be super groovy. Spectacular. Marvelous. Absolutely special. And now a word from our sponsors.
And as I had suspected,